This is the match that has been months in the making since Dan Moff choked Brian Anthony unconscious. And now Anthony raining down shots here in the front row. No disqualification. That is reversed, and he goes flying. Moff reverses it, and he sends Brian Anthony. Wait, hold on. He has him up. Look at the strength from Anthony. You gotta be kidding me. Floats over. Super kick by Anthony. Cutter by Moff. The champion got him. If he hits the burning hammer, it's over. Burning hammer number 2. After 2 burning hammers and the rear naked choke now wrapped in. How is Brian Anthony doing this? I don't even think Dan Moff can believe it. Showing the heart of a champion as Dan Moff goes head first into that chair. Brian Anthony is alive. Hits the elbow drop. He's going for number 2. Moff is motionless. They may need to stop the match. Moff is, he's defenseless. Anthony up. 4 elbow drops. And now with that chain, he is going up to the top rope. Hey, what is Vito doing? What is he doing? What the hell just happened? Oh God! You gotta be kidding me! That no good snake in the grass, that son of a bitch, Vito. He just turned his back on Brian Anthony.
I put together a highlight reel of all Dan Moff heavyweight title victories for us.
That ain't no highlight reel, Paul. No, it is not. Hey, here comes Brian Anthony through the crowd. And he is getting him some. Brian Anthony, he has been wanting this. Where is he going? Oh my. Look at the look in his eyes. It is written on his face. Saying, Vito, this is for you. And this is for me.
For 15 years, you were my best friend. But as of last Saturday, you're not my friend. You're nothing. You ain't done with me. You will never be done with me.
Northeast Wrestling Destiny Paul Crockett joining you here as Flip Gordon, the man who is not real, he is unreal, kicks things off at the NEW Arena. And on a night with so much turmoil in the air, Mr. Northeast Wrestling, Brian Anthony, will be making an appearance. And with so much question as far as him, Vito, Dan Moff lingering in the arena, we may have a lot of answers for you here tonight. But let's first hear from Flip Gordon.
You guys, right now I'm on a mission to prove that I'm the most unreal wrestler in the world. And what better way than have an open challenge? But you know what? It doesn't matter who comes down that ramp. I don't care if it's a technical wrestler, a high flyer, a striker. Hell, I don't care if it's one of the females. Because when it comes to performing here in Bethany, nobody does it better than Flip Gordon. Because I'm not real, I'm unreal.
Well, there is the open challenge laid out. Who will answer that? I'm as curious as all of you. Who is about to walk to, oh, wow! The hardcore icon, Ron Zombie, is back in Bethany, and this one is going to be very interesting, to put it mildly. Oh, there is a right hand. We are underway. And it looked like Flip Gordon took Ron Zombie a little lightly, pointing out to his own six-pack abs, did Flip, saying, Ron Zombie, is this really going to be a challenge? But there is a clothesline as Flip Gordon, though, lands on the apron. Hold on. With the fake out is Flip Gordon. And giving a bit of a unfriendly gesture did Flip Gordon to Ron Zombie, and now Zombie chasing him around. Flip Gordon has to be careful because Ron Zombie has most certainly been around the block, and then some. He knows all of the tricks to the trade. So Flip Gordon might be unreal. He may think he is the best wrestler out there today, but Ron Zombie is going to bring the fight to him and make sure that he is going to earn it if he wants to pick up a win to kick things off here at Destiny. Of course, later tonight, Dan Moff going one-on-one with the Man Scout Jake Manning, NEW title on the line. The NEW Live Championship at stake as well. JT Dunn and Casey Navaro as Ron Zombie right into the steps. And now able to create some separation, some distance is Flip Gordon. As he tells referee Bill Thompson, I'm not real, you don't have to count. That much is not true, as he is administering that count on the floor. And Flip Gordon able to regain some bearing here in this opening contest. And the one thing Flip Gordon has to avoid here is a fist fight. He cannot get into a brawl with Ron Zombie, as he lays in a vicious chop. And I'll give Flip credit, he is a tough kid. He can throw some great strikes, whether it's with his feet or with his fist, but Ron Zombie is triple tough. They call him the hardcore icon here at NEW for a reason. Flip Gordon better not leave himself susceptible to find out why. And he also has to not take Zombie lightly like he did to start the contest out. As Gordon with the avalanche splash in the corner. Kick to the back. Makes the cover. But those shoulders were not fully pinned down to the mat, so now going for that side headlock. And you can hear the crowd here in Bethany rallying around one of their favorites, Ron Zombie. Number 3 on that elbow. but grabbing him by the hair. Flip Gordon taking a shortcut here. Very uncharacteristic of him to go that route, but I don't know. Maybe he feels like he has something to prove, a chip on his shoulder. Anytime somebody has an open challenge, they definitely have something to prove. So for Flip Gordon, initially, as you heard him say, wanting to show that he is the best wrestler out there, but once somebody like Ron Zombie comes through the curtain, maybe you want to prove something else. Almost got him there. Maybe in addition to picking up a win, he has to try to show how tough he is to Ron Zombie. Maybe he wants to show that he has a lot more than just high-flying moves. Northeast Wrestling Destiny, Flip Gordon, the open challenge here against Ron Zombie. There's a right hand as he is laying in those shots, but he is allowing Zombie to at least remain in this fight. There is a super kick right to the side of the head, and Ron Zombie's night could be ending in just a few moments if Flip Gordon can continue this assault. As now Gordon taking his time, getting up to that top rope, and now taunting Ron Zombie as he does it. But hang on! Now Flip Gordon crashing down on that top rope, and the extremities under a lot of pressure after that one. Here comes Zombie from the top rope, hits the superplex on Flip Gordon, and the open challenge just took a completely wrong turn for Flip Gordon. Can Ron Zombie recover, get that pinfall, and shock Flip Gordon? Getting back to his feet, feeling like maybe he has to do a little bit more before he puts Flip Gordon away, and I can't say I disagree. Irish whip, hits the clothesline. There's another one. Off the ropes. There is a big boot from Zombie. And he drops the leg. Can he pick up the win? Gordon getting out at a count of 2. Ron Zombie looked as though he was going to pull off this victory here in our opening contest at Destiny, but instead, Flip Gordon with other ideas. Oh, come on! Another shortcut. At some point, that has to be a disqualification. As now sending Ron Zombie to the top rope. Springboard into the super kick. Has him up in the fireman's carry. Chest first. Right into a neck breaker. He hits the neck breaker. Can he get over and make that cover? But once again, opting not to go for a pinfall. Maybe, just maybe, he's gonna hit that kill shot. Has him by the neck. Gordon out, cradle. Oh, he has the tights. What the hell was that? You gotta be kidding me with that. Flip Gordon, this is a side of himself that I have never seen before, and frankly, I don't like it. Why did he need to go and sink to that level to pick up a win over Ron Zombie? I just don't understand it. Flip Gordon picks up the win in the open challenge, but I have to tell you, it was underhanded, and frankly, it was disgusting.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is number 1 ball.
Back here for more. Paul Crockett joining you ringside for our next one-on-one contest. Israeli superstar Barkay joining us here for a singles debut. All the way from Tel Aviv, Israel, is Barkay. Well put together athlete, young and exciting. A bright future ahead of him. Can that future start here tonight? Another young, exciting superstar out here for a one-on-one matchup, Mortar. He is an explosive athlete that should have everyone's attention. Keep your eyes on him because just like Barkay, this kid has a bright future ahead of him. So a little bit of a future showcase here at Northeast Wrestling Destiny between these two. Let's see what they can bring to the table in such a big spot here tonight. Here we go. Barkay one-on-one with Mortar. We are underway. The strengths for Mortar are his explosiveness and his athleticism. For Barkay, it is his strength. Not only is he strong, he'll let you know how strong he is by showing off that flexing pose of his. A very arrogant young man joining us from Israel, so whether or not that arrogance will be good or bad for him, I can't say. I don't know. We shall find out in this one-on-one future showcase here at Dustin. Barkay with complete disrespect to Mortar. And there is a slap across the face as Mortar returns that sign of disrespect to Barkay. Off the ropes. Sending Barkay crashing down, but look at that. The arrogance on display and the athleticism to boot. Up and over. Tries that leapfrog. Kick to the midsection and an uppercut. Off the ropes he goes. Head scissors takeover from the explosive Mortar. Irish whip into the corner. Sends Barkay crashing forward. And there is a splash, makes the cover, only a count of one. Nice arm drag takeover. And from here, Mortar has to stay on top of Barkay and not allow his strength to have any. That's outside. That is outside. What is that? That is Brian Anthony. Mr. Northeast Wrestling is here. That is right outside the building. What is going on here? We have a match going on right now, and Brian Anthony is outside. And he has that axe handle. He's in the building. Brian Anthony is in the building. That is upstairs. He is walking through the hallway. Everybody better look out here. Brian Anthony is on a warpath. He's coming. He's coming this way. He is coming toward the arena. That is right backstage. No. What is going on here? Brian Anthony is here. Mr. Northeast Wrestling is here. Watch out. This guy is out of control. This match is over. And Brian Anthony does not care. The former three-time NEW champion is on a warpath. I told you there was chaos in the air, and that chaos has arrived.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Felix has ruled this a no contest.
Danny Moff! You're gonna tell everybody you're done with me! You will never be done with Brian Anthony! I am coming for my championship! But tonight, my focus is on one thing and one thing only. I'm not leaving this ring until Vito brings his ass down here!
Let's go. Brian Anthony calling out Vito, his former best friend, the man who stabbed him in the back and helped Dan Moff retain.
Hopefully you're here to hand in your retirement papers. Because by my count, it's Danny Moff 2, right? I am a manager of champions.
Hey, in case you can't hear them, they are saying, Vito sucks!
You know what? I rode with you for many, many years, Brian Anthony. And there's one thing I do know. You're 0-2 against Danny Moff. And you're never getting a title shot again. So look in the mirror tonight and relish in the fact you're Northeast Wrestling's one and only Lime Green Loser.
You can stand there all cute and call me a lime green loser, but I said it in Waterbury and I'll say it again. Your new brown suit fits you just nice, cause you're finally dressed like what you are. The world's biggest piece of
Well,
So what's going to happen right now is I'm going to step between these ropes and you're a dead man!
Vito running for his life, and I don't blame
Keep
him.
on running, Vito! Keep on running! I am here tonight for the same reason these people are. I never thought I'd say this, but tonight I am here to cheer on the man style, Jaylen.
Hell yeah.
And Vito, if you think I'm done with you, you're dead wrong. Because before this night is over, I will get my hands on you.
Well, there you go. Mr. Northeast Wrestling, the former three-time NEW champion, Brian Anthony, says, Vito, by the end of Destiny, it will be your destiny to have my hands around your throat.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is 10-man tag team action, set for one fall.
Back here for more. Paul Crockett joining you, and it's time for some 10-man tag team action. Shining dawn of professional wrestling, J-Heru out here, the first participant here in the 10-man tag team match. But your Lucas Chase in the house as part of the 10-man tag team match. A vicious competitor. The Brick City Boys also, oh great. The notorious BRG, who has actually picked up some wins lately, which went against what felt like a 10-year trend, more like 2 or 3, but as if he wasn't arrogant enough or deluded enough. Now that he's picking up wins, it's even worse. Baylor in the house as part of the 10-man tag. The Battle Academy, Hunter Tarca and Chris Battle, the Red Lion, joining Baylor in what is sure to be a very fun match. And the Miracle Generation, Dustin Flashwaller, Kylon King rounding out this exciting young team. And man, I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to call this one or do it justice. There's going to be a lot going on here in the ring. So let's see what the fun is all about. Kylon King got... I'm not going to read that. What's with all the ripping of the signs? These people work hard on it. Maybe not the one Kylon is holding, but people work hard on it. They just go and rip it. Just low lights. Well, let me guess. See, you ripped it. I did say that didn't look like there was a lot of hard work on that side, but here we go. 10-man tag team action. BRG, The Cure, Lucas Chase, JCruz, J-Heru, not to be confused, and Victor Chick. Are they all... Is this team Italian? Like, what is going on with this gesture? Mike Verna isn't over there. By the way, shout out to Mike Verna, one of our favorites recovering from a car accident. I'm sure we're going to see him back at some point in the near future. So, hey, to my paisan. They're chanting Justin Bieber, but I'm not sure who they're chanting it at. BRG or... No, I'm kidding. They always chant it at BRG. But you could certainly call Greg Baylor Justin Bieber as well. Knowledge J-Heru not Italian, but always does that gesture, which is, what is the Shining Dawn of Profession? I don't even know what that means, but yet J-Heru keeps returning here over and over again, looking to prove himself, I suppose. Just like he did against Mick Foley back at Six Flags Slam Fest. That didn't go well. But Baylor slamming J-Heru face first on that top turnbuckle. the body slam from the exciting newcomer. Nice combination from Baylor, and here comes the Cure. And a drop kick from Baylor. And the arm drag to follow. As now going over into that corner, and Hunter Tarca tagging himself in. Double suplex from Tarca and Baylor. And now Tarca, one of the prize students of the Battle Academy. And speaking of which, there is Chris Battle tagging himself in a clubbing shot to the back. Makes the cover only a count of 2. And the reason this is so hard to call is because there are so many moving parts. It's not a traditional tag team affair where you can isolate your opponent as easily as you would in a regular tag team situation. Here comes Waller with the springboard clothesline, hook of the leg, only a count of 1. And you can hear the crowd here chanting Flash the Miracle Generation. Such an exciting young tag team. One of my favorites to watch. Look at that combination from the Miracle Generation. Shooting star press. And now taunting J-Heru and the entire team over there. Well deserved. As Kylon King has JCruz in their right corner. Can they keep him there is the question. Off the ropes. Nice elbow, great height there from Baylor. Hook of the leg. A lot of inexperience in the corner of team battle, I suppose I can call it at this point. Irish whip reversed. A tag by Chase. Now he's in there. There is a spine buster from the Cure. Hooks the leg. Baylor able to get that shoulder up. On the receiving end of an elbow is Baylor. The Cure, look at that, making the cover and taunting everyone in that corner at the same time. And now the Miracle Generation and the Battle Academy trying to rally this crowd behind young Greg Baylor. Puts him into the ropes and hits the Michinoku driver. His neck was compressed. And I am very surprised that he was able to get out of that one because that was a dangerous angle on the Michinoku driver. There's the wishbone and the car crash right behind it. That could be all. Not. Greg Baylor showing great determination here, especially at such a young age. There's the tag to J-Heru, and now, are you kidding me? He's wearing sunglasses in the ring. What a dork. And stomping away at Baylor. What an absolute piece of work. Now Baylor fighting back to his feet. He needs to jump over to his corner and make a tag. Kylon King just missed there on one. But a clothesline and a ferocious one by J-Heru makes the cover. And Kylon King needing to go in there and break that one up. You cannot blame him on that one. He knew the end was near. continuing to pound away on Baylor here. The Cure, Lucas Chase, looking to pick up a win, solidify his spot at Northeast Wrestling. Elbows to the midsection as Baylor continuing to fight on his feet. There's a knee. Get to that corner, kid. Come on. Huge slam. But he just exhausted himself. Can he get over to the corner and make the tag? Can he do it? Can he make that tag? Can he get over there and finally get what he needs? And he does. Dumping Heru on his neck. There's one for Chase. The Red Lion. Crisp battle. Tearing through everyone now that he has his chance in the ring. Spinning DDT with an assist. There's the tag to Tarca. Will the Battle Academy put it together here? Hold on. The Brick City boys on the outside pulling the Battle Academy out, and now things are breaking down in a hurry. Wait, hold on. Kylon King hits the big moonsault out to the floor. And now Dustin Flash Waller with some ideas. Here he goes. Incoming by Flash. Putting J-Heru back in the ring. He's moving in a hurry. He knows he can finish this one off with the cutter. A Chase, rising knee, and planting Waller head first is the Cure. Double underhook slam. Here's Victor Chase with the pump kick. High kick and the brain buster by Kylon King. Gonna pick him up. Falcon arrow by Cruz. Tarca in there too. Look out on the German suplex. And BRG thought way better of it. Oh, there's a collision. Could it be? Haruza kick. Brick City right behind him. Gonna go for the brick end. And they hit it. What is this? BRG with the tag. You got... He's gonna go for that kill switch. And I can't believe it's gonna end like this. I am going to puke. What in the hell is this? This is one of the most vile, puke-inducing images I've ever seen in my career. BRG picks up the win for his team, but one of the more putrid displays that Northeast Wrestling has ever seen.
Have you been injured? Call the law office of BDK Law Group, serving all of Connecticut. 203-212-3617. Get a lion on your side.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall. Coming down the aisle, he is on loan from the Dallas Hustling Office, weighing in at 233 pounds. He is world-class
Paul Crockett joining you here for Northeast Wrestling Destiny, and world-class Channing Thomas is here in Bethany, and he is looking to make a statement. And when I spoke to him earlier today, he said that is his intention, to make a statement tonight. Whether or not he will be able to, that is another question altogether. So a lot to prove here tonight for world-class Channing Thomas, but even more to prove for his opponent, another member of the Battle Academy.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent. Coming down the aisle, representing our Battle Academy, here is
Lorenzo Vendetta, a serious striking background for this young competitor, but you can have all of these striking prowess you want. You need to put it together inside of that squared circle, and this is going to be a big, big test for him. World-class Channing Thomas, one of the best fundamentally sound competitors that you will ever see. Wants to take that next step in his career, take his game to a new level. Saying he feels very disrespected here tonight. Well, when you're yelling at the fans, that tends to happen. What is this guy's problem? Saying a happy birthday gift for somebody in the crowd. I don't know if that's a happy birthday. Maybe for some. As some of the members of the crowd chanting, "Put it back on." Letting Channing Thomas know that they don't appreciate his physique, I suppose. Can this guy get going already? But hey, listen, this could be the mind games of world-class Channing Thomas. Either that or he has lost it a little bit. 50-50 on that one. Here we go, Vendetta, another member of the Battle Academy, one of Chris Battle's prize students. As this crowd chanting, they don't like world-class Channing Thomas. But Channing Thomas has been in there over the years at NEW with some high-profile names. I remember last year having a fantastic one-on-one contest with Mike Bennett, so let's see what he has learned since that time. He is well put together. 6'4". A big, strong, and very athletic young man. But Vendetta looked to stand his ground, but world-class Channing Thomas saying, back off. Landing on his feet. Pushing Channing Thomas right back. Vendetta needs to be very careful because if he gets sucked in by the antics of Channing Thomas, that's when things tend to go awry for his opponents. And there is a vicious clothesline by Channing Thomas. And that anger, that temper, that mean streak of Channing Thomas. And now looking to add a layer of brutality. And that clothesline was one way to show it. Clubbing forearm shot to the chest. And this is where world-class Channing Thomas thrives. If he can slow his opponent down, be methodical, that is when he has the most success. So let's see if he can have that success against Vendetta here tonight. Snap suplex. And a very, very arrogant strut here by Channing Thomas. This crowd letting him know that they still don't care for his antics. Vendetta trying to fight back here. There's a forearm. But look at that bridge. Nicely done by Channing Thomas as he continues to keep Vendetta at bay. And I have to say, this could be just a little bit too much too soon for Lorenzo Vendetta, as Channing Thomas in there making it look easy. He does have a wealth of experience at such a young age. So it could just be a little too much too soon. But charges in. His forehead could have caught that post. Tries a clothesline, and there is a kick. Follows it up with a knee. There's a forearm, and goes after the knee. And a drop kick to follow as Vendetta letting out a roar as he is coming back here against Channing Thomas. Calling for a timeout, but he just roped him right in. Throat first on that top rope, picks him up, and he spikes him with that pile driver. And World Class is your winner here at Destiny. World Class Channing Thomas had something to prove. And I thought Lorenzo Vendetta was going to be able to show a little bit more here, but in the end, Channing Thomas proved a lot to me. One, that he is a gross, obscene individual, but he also proved that he may, in fact, be ready for championship competition.
Ladies and gentlemen, our following contest is set for one fall.
Here we go. monster versus monster.
Introducing first, hailing from Kerr, weighs in at 448 pounds. He is the War Daddy.
This man has been on a warpath for months, going into multiple man handicap matches and easily dominating anyone who steps into that ring with him. But things changed when just a month ago here in Bethany, he got involved in that title match main event between Moff and Brian Anthony. Wrecking Ball Legursky was ringside to ensure nothing happened. And Kerr came out and neutralized Wrecking Ball Legursky. So now it is the one-on-one that we have all been clamoring to see. The former NEW heavyweight champion, Wrecking Ball Legursky, has nothing else on his mind. Not the live title, not the heavyweight title. The only thing he has on his mind tonight is pure, unadulterated destruction at the expense of Kerr. The question is, usually, Wrecking Ball can go and tear through anyone, but if there is a person on the roster who he will not be able to knock down and barrel over, it's this man, Kerr. Irresistible force against the immovable object. I mean, if there was ever an example of that at NEW, this is certainly the case. Who will fall first? Who will get the first shot? Who will be the last one standing? Meeting in the center of the ring, and I don't think I'm going to do a lot of talking here. I'd rather let the actions speak for themselves. But what will Wrecking Ball do? Facing down someone who is actually bigger than him. That is the big question I have. Not a single budge. And again, not an inch moved on either man's part. And look at that! A huge body slam from Kerr. Maybe the biggest body slam that Northeast Wrestling has ever seen. Unbelievable. You want to talk about changing the tone in a room? Kerr just did it with the biggest body slam that we may have ever seen. Now things have changed. Or at least I thought they did. Wrecking Ball facing down those chops. Oh no! Does he have him by the beard? Oh! Sorry for that weird reaction, everybody. That was brutal. Oh, right, he went to the eyes. He went right to the eyes. And there is a headbutt as Kerr unleashing with shots in the corner. Kerr is in control here, but this is a different situation than he's ever been in. Because just like that, things can turn. Short arm clothesline. And another. Off the ropes. And a clothesline drops Kerr. He's down. He is down. But he is not down for a count of 3. I have never seen Kerr go down like that before, but Wrecking Ball is the man who got him off his feet. Now Legursky is going to charge. And he misses. Kerr off the ropes. And he comes in full force. He is down again. Kerr down to the floor. What is Wrecking Ball doing? Up and over. And he collides with Kerr on the floor. He takes the monster down. Is Wrecking Ball the man who is finally going to stop the rampage of the monster Kerr? But Kerr is back to his feet. He is stumbling, but he is back to his feet. Here comes Wrecking Ball, but Kerr gets the foot off. To the second rope. He caught him. The world's strongest slam. Oh, almost. He almost got him. But Kerr somehow still alive. Wrecking Ball can't believe it, but maybe now, with an increased sense of urgency, he can go up to that second rope and he can finish this one off. Kerr missed. Kerr rolled out of the way, and Wrecking Ball missed just barely. But Kerr able to roll out of the way, just in the nick of time. Kerr has him up. He has him up, and he slams him down. Hooks the leg. Oh my God. Oh my God! He beat him! I can't believe it! Kerr just beat Wrecking Ball. He just beat Wrecking Ball Legursky. I am sorry that I am at a loss for words. I said earlier I was going to try not to talk too much, but Kerr just went ahead and made it easy for me. Kerr just beat Wrecking Ball Legursky. This is absolutely unbelievable. And now I am convinced more than ever that no one can stop Kerr.
I asked for one thing for you to show up. And what do? You're not there. We lost the opportunity for the tag team titles, NEW tag team titles, okay? I want you to know how important this is to me.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I let you down. Sorry.
You let us down.
I let us down. I know. I'm not proud of it. But on the bright side, we didn't lose. I mean, you didn't get pinned. The other guy, Clancy, got pinned. So, I mean, we're still here doing our thing, Tony. We're training hard in the ring, putting our reps in. What are Waves and Curls doing? They're wearing their belts, playing video games, drinking Sprite, eating hot dogs. Look, we're getting our sweat in. We're training in the middle of the summer, over 90-degree weather. There's no air conditioning in there. What do you say? Come on. We got this. August 13th.
I know.
I promise you. Jazz tip of the day. Never break a promise. Come on, you know the saying. Because there are men, there are myths,
And they're Jersey legends.
Come on, we got this.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest set for one fall is for the Northeast Wrestling Tag Team Championship.
Here we go. Zambrano has been to the top of the ladder in the tag team division alongside Club Cam up until earlier this year when they fell to Waves and Curls. So now he and Ray Jazz looking to help Zambrano get those titles back. But Waves and Girls have other ideas. They want to continue to reign on top of the tag team ladder. Wait, hold on. Very uncharacteristic for Traevon Jordan and Jaylen Brandyn to go in there and charge the ring like that, but this one has become very, very personal. They don't want to waste any time. They do not want to play games. So the Jersey legends, and I use that term lightly, look like they're not going to go in there. Jordan and Brandyn have shown they can beat Zambrano in the past. Of course, Waves and Curls defeated Antonio Zambrano and Zambrano's makeshift partner, Fancy Ryan Clancy, the last time we were here at the NEW Arena. So let's see if they can best Zambrano yet again here with Ray Jazz. Those titles do not belong to them. They belong to the champions.
That's mine.
And they are ready for battle. They are bringing the fight to them on the floor. But Ray Jazz, NCAA All-American, all-time wins leader in amateur wrestling at New York University, a stud Division I athlete. And Zambrano, the former tag team champion here at NEW, so he knows how to get it done in that regard. Collision in the center of the ring and a double drop kick by Waves and Curls. This crowd firmly behind Waves and Curls as they look to yet again defend those NEW tag team titles. Leapfrog by Jazz, super impressive, but a little too impressed with himself as he gets right out of there and tags into Zambrano. And there goes Zambrano. There's the inverted Irish whip into the corner. A little poetry by Waves and Curls. As now Ray Jazz going to try his hand at it. Drop toe hold by Brandyn. Gonna have an assist here by the champions. Into the moonsault. Hooks the leg, only a 1 count. Ray Jazz, I mean, he is as real as it gets on the athletic side of things, but transitioning into the pro ranks is a little more difficult than some give it credit for. But he is a dangerous, dangerous competitor. And that absolutely is not a tag. That is the right call, but that was just a tactic by Zambrano and Jazz. And Traevon Jordan beside himself and Jazz taunting him in the center of the ring. And there's a cheap shot by Zambrano. I told you, he knows how to get it done. I didn't say he knew how to get it done cleanly. And a very arrogant tag by Jazz and Zambrano. Shot by Zambrano to Jaylen Brandyn. As Brandyn trying to fight his way out of this one. Manhandling one half of the tag team champions is Zambrano. He remembers his battles with Jaylen Brandyn, and I'm sure has a little extra motivation here tonight as he is choking Jaylen Brandyn in that corner. And frankly, I'm as sick of it as Traevon Jordan is. Now going to go for that suplex. And he kips up and he is taunting Traevon Jordan in that corner with some horrible dance moves. Let's just call it what it is. Going up to that second rope. Clubbing shot to the upper back, and the Jersey Legends ensuring that Jaylen Brandyn remains in their corner and they can maximize the damage here in this one. And pinkies up for Antonio Zambrano, showing his arrogant side. But Jaylen Brandyn continuing to fight here with the tag team titles on the line. He is fighting with everything he has, but Zambrano cutting him right down. Oh, goodness gracious. On that wishbone. And look at this, Ray Jazz taunting Brandyn, telling him, don't make the tag. He is so confident in his control as he rolls right into a vicious back suplex. Making the cover, hooking the leg. A count of 2, only a near fall here for Zambrano and Jazz as they want to take these tag team titles home to lovely scenic New Jersey with them tonight. But Jaylen Brandyn, we have seen how much fight he has had in the past. He does not give up. He is going to give it everything he has. And Ray Jazz going to put that theory to the test. As they continue to pick apart Jaylen Brandyn. Zambrano, oh, look at this strength by Zambrano, showing off that muscle. Hey, Jaylen Brandyn got out of it. Jazz gets a shot. Zambrano trying with everything he can to keep that tag from happening. There is the tag. He makes the tag, but it was not seen. It wasn't seen, and now the Jersey Legends with the double back suplex. Not the legal man. Fair play. Did not see the tag either. And Ray Jazz throwing a temper tantrum here. Now there's a cover, and it is way too late on that one. And not secure that victory. And Zambrano letting that frustration boil over. He certainly remembers Waves and Curls defeating he and Cam Zagami all those months ago, and now, with a new and improved in his mind partner, he wants that win, but can Brandyn get the tag? He gets it! There's a clothesline by the big man. Traevon Jordan on fire here with the tag team titles on the line. It's the leg lariat. There is a super kick. And Jazz goes down. Zambrano, he joins him on the mat. But Jazz able to break it up at the very last moment. The Jersey Legends find a way back in here, or have Waves and Curls figured it out. Brandyn holding on to Jazz, and there is a collision. Zambrano and Jazz collide. And I think Zambrano needs to turn around. Wave check by Waves and Curls. And they retain the tag team titles. The sign says it all. Waves and Curls are still your tag team champions at Northeast Wrestling.
J-Lux in Naugatuck is your premier sports bar and grill. Stop by today for great food and a great time with a full bar, music, DJs, and the freshest food in Naugatuck. We pride ourselves on providing the highest quality wings, burgers, and sandwiches. We are constantly adding new specials and sauces to provide a great experience for our customers. Come on into 98 Water Street in Naugatuck and take a look for yourself. See you at J-Lux soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is the one ball.
back here for more at Northeast Wrestling, and it is the debut of Cosmic, as she is looking to make her mark here at Northeast Wrestling. And there's one way to make a mark with the fans. Eccentric, to say the least, is Cosmic. Not a lot of known about this competitor, other than the fact that she has a very unorthodox style, so we'll see if she can use that in this one-on-one contest with Nikki Duke here tonight.
And her opponent,
Nikki Duke back here at the NEW Arena in Bethany. Good to see her back after a little bit of an absence, but here she is, ready to go one-on-one with Cosmic. So here we go, a very intriguing stylistic matchup between these two. Cosmic, with her unorthodox style, Nikki Duke, gymnastic background, so she is a high-level athlete. And Cosmic letting everyone know that I'm your favorite. She is incorrect, according to this crowd at least. Collar and elbow tie-up in the center of the ring. Cosmic with the size advantage against Nikki Duke here. Taller athlete, a little bit bigger. So whether or not she can use that to her advantage, we shall see. But Nikki Duke, like I said, very good athlete, gymnastic background. As you can see on display there, as she reverses that standing wrist lock. But Cosmic goes behind, grabs that wrist. But Nikki Duke doing her best to send Cosmic over. And Nikki Duke doing well here in the early going. Now Cosmic dusting herself off after that initial unsuccessful attempt at offense. And there's another way to get your offense in, a dirty or underhanded version, which I do not agree with. But she was admonished by referee Bill Thompson, and now Nikki Duke with the knee to the midsection. Irish whip into the corner. Gonna go for that handspring into the back elbow. Execution on point. Went for the bulldog, but instead a back suplex by Cosmic. And taking her time is Cosmic here in this one-on-one contest. Also trying to get in the ear of Nikki Duke, taunting her as she puts in this offense, and there's a boot to the neck. And now trying to put that face over the rope, and instead putting it into that top turnbuckle. Showing a ruthlessness here is Cosmic against Nikki Duke, but Nikki keeps fighting back. Gonna try that Irish whip perhaps. Reversed by Nikki Duke. And Cosmic able to hold on to that top rope, saying, I just outsmarted her. I just think she was able to hang on there for a second. Wouldn't call it outsmarting. But Cosmic taking her time here in this one-on-one contest. There's a body slam. Hook of the leg. Only a count of two, as Cosmic now has to try to figure out another path to victory here over Nikki Duke, and Nikki has to try some sort of athletic maneuvering to get out of the grasp of Cosmic because the straight-up strikes have not worked. Here's a reversal by Cosmic. Nikki Duke gets the shoulders down. Count of 2. Going back on the assault, no. Going to try a crucifix. Shoulders down. Barely a count of 2 there as Cosmic's momentum was able to help her on that one. There's a cradle.
Almost secured a victory there.
Did do. And down goes Cosmic. Nikki going over into the corner. We've seen her go high risk before. Could this be the one? Now going up top. Hits the moonsault. Nikki Duke is your winner.
The following contest is a 20-man over-the-top Battle Royale. The winner will go on to face whoever is Northeast Wrestling Champion at our next show right here at the NEW Arena on Saturday night, September 10th. The rules are simple. All 20 participants will start in the ring. Eliminations can occur at any time and when a participant is thrown over the top and both feet touch the floor. The last man standing will be declared the winner and #1 contender. Here are the participants.
Battle Royal time winner faces the NEW champion. Oh, there goes Clancy. Well, here we go. Wrecking Ball may not have to wait long to get some payback on Kerr after the monster. Kerr defeated him earlier today, and we are underway, and everyone in this match is hanging back and letting the fight happen. Legursky has him up and sends him out. Kerr is eliminated, and everybody getting on Wrecking Ball Legursky. They are all trying to eliminate him. Except for Flip Gordon and Big Bacon over here. As they are trying, and they get Wrecking Ball out, and here we go. Flip Gordon in there running away from Ron Zombie after what happened earlier, but Zombie getting a piece after Flip held the tights, which I still cannot believe. But you'll have to forgive me here, folks, with all of the action going on. I'll try to keep up on who gets eliminated. But other than that, the story here tonight is who is going to get a shot at either the Man Scout Jake Manning or Dan Moff. Absolute chaos in there. As bodies flying everywhere, world-class Channing Thomas hiding in the corner practically. If a fan pulled him down, I wouldn't be mad about it. But no, world-class picking his spot and getting in there and stomping away at BRG. Hey, hold on. Channing Thomas could be going out. Victor Chase. The Miracle Generation trying to milk his position and eliminate him. Flash Waller could be on the way out. So many things going on here. As who is going to take on the winner of tonight's Dan Moff, Man Scout Jake Manning heavyweight title match? So much chaos, so much action going on in this Battle Royal, the first of a triple main event. As there are bodies flying everywhere, none to the floor quite yet. As everybody has been able to hang on so far. Traevon Jordan, the big man, could be going out. JCruz looking to take the rose off the bloom and put Traevon Jordan out to the floor. Oh, there was an elimination. And there is another one. The Duke of Danger gone. Lynn, a member of the Battle Academy, also eliminated here. As the bodies continue to fly, Flip Gordon and Victor Chase trying to eliminate Traevon Jordan. He is close. He is close. He is barely hanging on. Hunter Tarca is out. As another member of the Battle Academy gone. And from my vantage point, it looks like Chris Battle all alone. The Academy members are out. Channing Thomas fighting for his life. And there are some shots under the Brick City boys. Oh, and a vicious chop by Traevon Jordan on Fancy Ryan Clancy. The Cure Lucas Chase gets himself one. And Kylon King gets one too. Instead of chopping it out, let's dance it off, but no. Fancy Ryan Clancy on the receiving end of a baseball bat of a chop again by Jordan. Ron Zombie wants some payback from earlier. Zombie picking Flip up. Is he going to eliminate him? Flip hanging on. Zombie turned his back too soon. Greg Baylor in front of me on the apron. As chaos continues to reign and Greg Baylor's gone. World Class eliminating Greg Baylor. And a stomp to the midsection by the returning Big Bacon, Brad Hollister, which, by the way, is a huge news story here at NEW as Fancy Ryan Clancy eliminated. And BRG eliminates Zombie. A huge elimination for BRG. And a huge return for Big Bacon Brad Hollister, the former NEW heavyweight champion. He is back. He is meaner and meaner than ever. Miracle Generation going to work on World Class Channing Thomas. On the apron, Kylon King with a drop kick, and out goes Thomas. There's a reversal. Lucas Chase is out. Into a German suplex, but Waller's up. But not for long, he is out. But Kylon King, his tag team partner in, he goes at Bacon. He is up and he is out. We are down to 8 here. Chris Battle on the apron. BRG just eliminated Chris Battle. 7 to go. Who is going to face the NEW heavyweight champion? At a later time, Victor Chase. He stays on that apron. He's fighting it off. Here comes Brandyn, charges in. He misses. He lands on the apron too. And now the Brick City Boys in waves and curls. The battle continues on. Super kick. Victor Chase is out. Jaylen Brandyn still on that apron. There is a kick and down goes Brandyn. And Big Bacon laughing at Traevon Jordan as he did it. 6 left. Excuse me, 5. BRG lands on the apron. There's an enziguri, and it will not be sweet victory for BRG. Final 4. Flip Gordon, Brad Hollister, JCruz, and Traevon Jordan. They are going after the big man. They want to neutralize literally the biggest threat in this match still, but there's no honor amongst thieves. Flip Gordon, the former NEW champion, he wants back at it. Springboard into the spring blade by Flip Gordon. Hollister sneaks in, he almost eliminated Flip. Oh no! Bacon holds on. Flip favoring that knee. And for a second there, maybe was holding back, but no longer. Headbutt. Brad Hollister with a huge headbutt. Reversal, and again, up and over goes Flip. Kick to the chest. Hollister looking around. Is he going to try that deadlift? I don't know how smart this is in a battle royal. Gets him up. Traevon Jordan with the power bomb. JCruz with a glancing shot at Traevon Jordan. All 4 men are down. The NEW faithful are right. This is a fantastic battle royal with so much on the line here. The winner faces the NEW heavyweight champion at a later date as JCruz and Traevon Jordan slugging it out. Waves and curls, Brick City boys in the center of the ring. Both men want a shot at the biggest prize in NEW. Shot to the midsection and an elbow by Cruz. Jordan reverses off the ropes and the leg lariat. Those 2 men are exhausted after that battle, and you can see the effects there as Jordan not able to fully hit that leg lariat, but still got more than enough to put Cruz down. Jordan, he's been at the top of the mountain, wants to return. Jordan breaks that grip, tries a clothesline. A shot to the midsection and a shot to the side on that kick by Gordon. Faked him out, kicked the knee. There is a headbutt by Bacon. He has Gordon up and Gordon is out. Flip Gordon is eliminated. Down to 3. Big Bacon, JCruz, and Traevon Jordan. JCruz saying, let's get rid of Traevon, and then we'll duke it out. Then we'll slug it out. And Traevon said, bring it on. But at this point, with everyone exhausted, it may just be way too much for Traevon Jordan at this point. Putting him up top. Continuing to fight though. There's a back elbow. This is even more high risk than ever. Jordan with the somersault. Taking down both JCruz and Big Bacon, Brad Hollister. Ducks the clothesline. Sits out. There's a clothesline. JCruz is eliminated, but here comes Bacon. Could this be the biggest moment of Traevon Jordan and his potential singles career? Or will Big Bacon show why he is the former NEW champion? Here comes Hollister. He absolutely bulldozes Traevon Jordan with that running European uppercut. Traevon Jordan has to just hang on at this point. He has to turn into a cement block and stay down on the ground, regain his bearings and get back into the fight, but Big Bacon Brad Hollister is not letting him. Bacon is just too much. He is too overwhelming. He is too relentless. And there's only one thing left for him to do, and that's get Traevon Jordan up and out to the floor. No! Back body drop. There's another right hand. Again and again from Traevon Jordan. Avalanche. And a second. There's a big boot from Traevon, one half of the tag team champions. There is the leg lariat. He is regaining those bearings. He has shaken out the cobwebs. Can he put Big Bacon out and go on to face the NEW champ? Oh no! On the apron. These two are slugging it out. Who will survive? Who will move on to face the NEW champion? Oh no. Oh no. He's gonna try that German suplex. But Traevon Jordan hanging on. He is hanging on for his life. They remain on the apron. Who will hit that last shot? Who will fall and who will move on? But he clotheslined him in the ring. Wrong move, Traevon. You're still on the apron. Get out of there. There's a headbutt. No. Traevon back in. It's the leg lariat. Has him up. There is the choke slam. Is this it? Big Bacon is out and Traevon Jordan is your winner. It is unbelievable. Traevon Jordan will face the NEW champion. What an unbelievable moment, and here is Jaylen Brandyn out here to celebrate. One half of the tag team champions, Traevon Jordan, will face whoever wins between Dan Moff and Man Scout Jake Manning here tonight.
Here at Northeast Wrestling, we are especially proud to partner with Texas Roadhouse in Waterbury. Stop in anytime to experience the legendary food and legendary service. Everything is made from scratch, from the fresh baked bread and hand-cut steaks to sides and salad dressings made daily. Make sure to pay them a visit at 330 Reedville Drive in Waterbury, Connecticut, and let them know Northeast Wrestling sent you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest set for one fall.
Oh God, I'm in hell.
We need a real ring announcer for this heavyweight title. Show some respect for the manager of champions.
No. What? Can you just say what you need to say? Please.
I have all night. Coming out next. You shut up! Do you know who I am? I'm Northeast Wrestling Manager of the Year!
so much, Vito. But it is true, Dan Moff might be one of the most dominant champions in NEW history. I don't know if he is the most dominant, but he is making sure that when it is all said and done, he will be the most dominant, but with help from Vito, of course, because he couldn't get the job done alone against Mr. NEW, Brian Anthony, the last time we were here at the NEW Arena. So whether or not he can survive yet again, this time against the Man Scout Jake Manning, that remains to be seen. But with Vito in his corner, who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what will go down? But Dan Moff, since choking Darby Allin unconscious in January 2020, has been the NEW champion and now continues that story, only this time one of the most sleazy and weaselly characters has entered that story in Vito by his side, turning his back on Brian Anthony after their years and years of friendship and partnership. Vito is now with Dan Moff.
And his opponent,
The story has been all about Dan Moff, Vito, and Brian Anthony. But waiting in the wings to make more than just a cameo appearance in this story is the Man Scout Jake Manning.
he represents True 83. Please welcome the challengers, the Man Scout,
And make more than a cameo, indeed, for Jake Manning, because he wants to make the tale of the NEW title all about the Man Scout Jake Manning. For years and years and years, he was unable to secure even a victory here at Northeast Wrestling until he won the over-the-top Rumble all of those years ago by eliminating, wouldn't you know it, Brian Anthony. So now, could this be the night? Could this be the moment? Could this be destiny for Jake Manning by interjecting himself in this tale, eliminating Brian Anthony all those years ago to win that Rumble, and finally beating Dan Moff to become the NEW champion? But it is going to be a very steep uphill climb for Jake Manning if he wants to do so. Especially with somebody like Vito on the outside. One of the most nauseating people I've ever met in my life. Check that, the most nauseating person I've ever met in my life. As he is always looking to, well, be the skunk that he is. I don't know any better description to describe what he does and who he is as a person. But the title is on the line, and we have these matches for a reason. If I said to you earlier tonight, Traevon Jordan would win the Battle Royale, people would say that would never happen. Tag team wrestlers don't win Battle Royals. And then it happened. So for Jake Manning coming in here tonight, people are absolutely discounting him because the story is all about Dan Moff and Brian Anthony and that destiny between those two. That inevitable destiny. But sometimes things get in the way of destiny. Sometimes circumstances change. And Jake Manning wants to be that circumstance to cause that change here at the NEW Arena. Crowd wanted the Man Scout to keep Dan Moff quiet. The Man Scout obliges here with the title on the line, but I think this is actually a smart move by the Man Scout because he has to get Dan Moff off his game somehow. And Dan Moff has a very quick temper. And if you can withstand the butt rush of said temper and weather the storm, then you have a shot. You have an opening. And that's what Jake Manning needs here in the second of 3 main events. Standing his ground is the Man Scout here in the corner, Dan Moff, acting as though he was going to take a shot. He does now. And that's what I was talking about. Getting in Dan Moff's head, getting him off his game, throwing his balance off. That's what you have to do. Most people would be intimidated by Dan Moff. Jake Manning has been in there with some heavy hitters over the years, so he is not afraid. And as you can see, he can throw a punch. Shots to the head by Moff. But Manning returning fire. Tries a job. And Manning hits one instead. Tries one, does Moff. But again, Manning the first to strike. Man Scout finally picking up an elusive win and now wants to pick up that elusive NEW title, and Dan Moff going to take a breather. Moff goes right out to the floor and he is going to take his time here. As we have seen here tonight at Destiny, anything can happen. And Man Scout could derail the plans of Dan Moff and Vito. Jake Manning going for broke, going up and over to the floor as he knows this could be his last shot at the NEW title. Firing away as Dan Moff returning the favor. Try a suplex, but he goes into that apron. And Dan Moff back on the assault, the reigning NEW champion since January of 2020. And now telling fans to get out of the way. And that is what Dan Moff has been this entire time. He had endeared himself to the fans with this series of wars, but this is the real Dan Moff. This is who he has been this entire time. He is not a good guy. He is not a pleasant person to be around, but he does not care. Hold on. Manning has him. And Moff goes for the ride. Can the Man Scout follow it up? He is winding up. He He is going to charge in. Hits a clothesline. Stops himself. This is a clothesline. There's a cutter from the champion. The champion hits the cutter. Unable to go after that pinfall. Or maybe he just doesn't want to. As this crowd saying they want Brian Anthony. After what we saw earlier, he could be lurking in the wings anywhere. As Dan Moff looking to choke the life out of the Man Scout here. And looking to show why he has been reigning as the NEW champion. Headbutt to the midsection. There's a right hand. And Moff now stalking. Like the predator that he is. A soul-crushing shot by Dan Moff in the corner. And now looking to crush the soul in the corner of the Man Scout. Take away the challenge of Jake Manning. And perhaps move on to Brian Anthony. Or could it be Traevon Jordan first? But that is my point, my greater point. Dan Moff could have Brian Anthony on the forefront of his mind, and now Traevon Jordan right behind that. So is his focus fully on the Man Scout, Jake Manning? There is a back suplex. Jake Manning is down. He could be out. Not yet. Not yet, says Jake Manning. The Man Scout has waited a long, long time to get another shot at the richest prize at Northeast Wrestling. And he's not giving it up quite yet. Shots to the breadbasket, trying to fight his way back into this one. Off the ropes he goes. Caught by Moff and sent crashing down. And follows it up with the senton. That was brutal. Is that it? Out at 2 is Jake Manning. So now for Dan Moff, it is about keeping his focus on the Man Scout. Keeping Jake Manning at bay and keeping his own thoughts about Brian Anthony and Traevon Jordan at the back of his mind and keeping the Man Scout at the forefront. And admiring his own physique is not going to keep Jake Manning away. Manning back to his feet, but there's a headbutt by Dan Moff. And just look at Jake Manning. I mean, his body language says it all. He has been on the receiving end of a brutal beating by the champion. Absolutely monstrous on that shot. Dan Moff now calling for that cannonball. Now he's going to go for it. Saying this crowd doesn't deserve it. And that is why Dan Moff is a turncoat, a traitor. Just like Vito, goes for it but misses. Dan Moff turned his back on the NEW faithful, and now his back is an absolute wreck after missing that cannonball. And now it's even worse after Jake Manning gets the knees up, and he's alive in this NEW title match. There's a clothesline from the Man Scout. There's a back elbow. Could he go home with the NEW title? Irish whip reversed. There's another back elbow going up top. Hits the trust fall on the champion. Goes for the cover. Is that all? But Dan Moff gets his foot on the bottom rope, hanging on by a string here in this title match. Dan Moff pulling himself back up to his feet. There's a chop. No. Backwards, there's a boot from Moff. And now Moff back in control, seemingly for the moment. As Manning sent to that top rope. Going up top. Both men in a very precarious position here with the title on the line. Spinning neckbreaker from the top. Do we have a new champion? No, we do not. That could have been the moment. That could have been destiny for Jake Manning, but no. Dan Moff hanging on. Remaining the NEW champion, but for how long? The straps are down. Is this Jake Manning's time? Is this his moment? Sleeper hold. Sleeper hold is locked in. Going for that top rope, no. Moff pulled away to the center of the ring. Moff trying desperately to get over to that rope and break the hold, but Manning maintains the center of the ring. What is he doing? He tried to hold on to referee Benny Lax, but now that sleeper hold is fully locked in. It is in the center of the ring, and now Jake Manning could go home as the NEW champion. Moff could go out. Moff could be out. That could be it. Is the champion out? There's one. There is number two. Moff hanging on somehow. Moff is hanging on somehow. I don't know how, but he is hanging on. Just barely, the champion hangs on. Can he get back to his feet? Can he get back into this title match? He rises. But Manning has it cinched in again. It is cinched in one more time. But Moff continues to fight on. Could the third time be a charm? Could number three beat it? If he can wrap the legs fully around, no. He could not hook those legs. And he just ran into a brick wall. Moff picking the Man Scout back up. Irish whip, charges into Moff. And he gets the boot up, but he runs into a spear by the champion. The challenger sent crashing down after the spear, and now Dan Moff has a little bit of room to breathe here. As referee Benny Lax, come on. Get him off the apron, get this weasel down. Oh yeah. Oh, yes! You want to get him down? Brian Anthony will be more than happy to do it. Vito is running for his life. Oh, he's throwing popcorn out of here. Get him, get him. As Vito trying to get the hell out of here, Brian Anthony chases him out. He's gonna cradle him. New champion, new champion. Oh, damn it, that was close. Kick to the midsection. Double arm DDT. Is this Jake Manning's moment? Somehow, Dan Moff able to get out at 2. He's calling for it. He's calling for it. No, Moff sends him crashing down. There's a boot. Manning going up one more time. Gonna try that destroyer! He hit it! We have a new champion! How? Dan Moff somehow getting that shoulder up at 2. Going for that trust fall. Oh, no! Right into the rear naked choke. Right into the rear naked choke. Moff has him, and that is it. Dan Moff survives and hangs on. Somehow, despite the fact that Vito was chased out of the building by Brian Anthony, and despite the fact that Jake Manning, after the cradle and after the destroyer in the corner, after all of it, Dan Moff is still your Northeast Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. And maybe his destiny is Brian Anthony, or maybe first, it might be Traevon Jordan. Let's hear from the champ. That's not true.
Which leads me to the next issue. September 10th, Traevon Jordan, you get to dance with the greatest of all time. But son, I gotta be honest with you. It's gonna be a hard lesson to learn that night. Because on September 10th, you walk with God. You step in the ring with God. You step in the ring with the wrestling God, the machine called Moff.
September 10th. Oh!
Say it one more time, you can hear me. Say it one more time, you can hear me. Listen to the people, Mom. Come September 10th, I'm gonna beat your ass.
September 10th, it's on.
You know what, you remind me a lot of every single person who ever doubted me, dear Mom. From the first day I started wrestling school, people made bets on the day that I would quit. Maybe a week, maybe a month, but I earned every single ounce of everything I have in this business. From coming here and setting up that very ring, you call yourself a god? I set up that ring. Hand in hand. I built that ring. I put Northeast Western on my back and I won these tag team championships with my brother Jaylen Brandyn.
Absolutely right.
I want to respect you call the people in the Neanderthal. These are my family. This is my family. He is my family. Lillian, where you at? Stand up, Lillian. Stand up. That is my family. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it one time. September 10th, you bring your stupid family if you want, but I am going to put you down. And if you got any balls, we don't wait till September 10th. We come in here and I'll show you that you ain't even in my league, bitch.
Whoa! Whoa! Okay, let's go! Show him what's up, Traevon, come on! Dan Moff jumping Traevon Jordan. After these two exchange words, they're not waiting until September 10th. They are going to battle now. Dan Moff with the Irish whip, reversed by Traevon Jordan. There is the back body drop. There is the leg lariat. There is a clothesline, and there is elimination number 21 tonight as Traevon Jordan stands tall before September 10th. And this could be a sign of things to come, and could be the shape of things to come on September 10th when we return to the NEW Arena. But we will find out then, will Traevon Jordan be the new NEW champion?
That's what I told you, baby. I told you this would work. I told every single person that this would work. You all thought that this was just a ragtag group of goons? No. This is a team of champions, baby. Yeah.
I made those chumps kiss the boots and they remember the name. That's right.
That's right. They licked the boots and they're still picking up the pieces, Daddy, because we are coming for everything.
That's right, everything. And then we'll make them hit the bricks.
Because we are Victorium. And we only want one thing and one thing alone, and that is sweet victory. Mwah!
Here we go. NEW title on the line, the live title I should say, as JT Dunn looking to successfully defend yet again, only this time Destiny could be in the hands of Casey Navaro. NEW live title on the line. We've seen these two go to battle before. It was JT Dunn winning that first matchup. But could it be Casey Navaro's time tonight to walk home as the live champion? Here we go. There's the bell. No more running, no more games. JT Dunn one-on-one with Casey Navaro. Can JT Dunn survive once again? That is the question. And both taking their time, meeting in the center of the ring. The ultimate showdown between two high-caliber athletes with the live title on the line. Well, there's a salute by JT Dunn. Not exactly a fan favorite, as Casey Navaro shooting Dunn off the ropes. Casey Navaro right up, using that explosive athleticism, that speed, that timing. Ducks that back elbow. Takes the cover, not even a 1 count. Navaro has to continue to move very quickly here. The Magistral cradle. Not enough. Various pinning combinations here by both athletes. Back and forth they go. Tries the spinning back kick. Tries the death by elbow. And a stalemate in the center of the ring. shown here at the NEW Arena by the faithful. Wait, JT Dunn pops him right up. Looking for a power bomb, perhaps. They both go out to the floor. Both crashing down there, but Navaro right back up. Incoming by KC Navaro. As this crowd chants KC's belt, is it finally time for Navaro to be the new live champion? There's a chop by Navaro on the floor, but JT Dunn, one of the most precise and explosive strikers in the game. Charges in, springs off. He hit that last time they met. JT Dunn now, hanging on. There's a chop. And he's going right back into the ring. Why wait? As Dunn rolls out to the other side. Charges in, misses with a punch. And there's a shot by Navaro as he's using that speed, that athleticism. And there is an elbow. Navaro is rocked. Gonna try that suplex back into the ring. No, Navaro trying to make himself dead weight here. Blocked by Dunn. Navaro could not block that one. And there is an X Factor on the apron. Navaro is down. And Dunn just dumps him out to the floor. JT Dunn standing tall. JT Dunn proud of the work he is doing. JT Dunn letting the crowd know that I am in control, I am winning. I have destiny in my hands, where KC Navaro is the one who is on the defensive. Dunn now stalking the challenger, having the champion's advantage, not taking the count out, bringing KC Navaro in the ring. He wants to prove that the first time was no fluke. He wants to prove that he's the champion for a reason. There's a kick to the leg. And another one. Going back after that leg, Navaro writhing in pain. And he's going to writhe even more after JT Dunn collapses the full weight of his body onto the knee of the challenger. And Dunn now slowing the pace. That is what he has to do. I mentioned that Navaro needed to use that speed, that athleticism. And Dunn is no slouch in either category. But he needs to ground KC Navaro if he wants to hang on and remain the champion, and that is exactly what he is doing here in the final of our 3 main events. And that is how confident, arrogant, yes, but how confident JT Dunn is, letting KC Navaro know that there are levels to this game, levels to our great sport, and he is showing him that he is at the very top level at NEW, and down goes Navaro. He can't even remain on his feet. A vicious, brutal beating by Dunn here. And he continues with this very, very charged up performance against the challenger. stretch and maybe disconnect that kneecap from the leg as he is pushing his knee into the back of Navaro's leg. At least he was. And then pulling on the foot in some sort of a disconnection motion, but Navaro using his other free foot to play a little bit of defense because he needs a lot of time to get the blood flowing back into that leg. And Dunn with a volcanic chop in the corner. Navaro is dead weight at this point. I mean, JT Dunn could go for that elbow and hit it, but I just have a feeling that there's this turbulent thought process by JT Dunn. Hold on. With just absolutely violent ideas in his head about what he wants to do to Casey Navaro to make sure that he never comes back to challenge again. Look at that sick smile on his face. JT Dunn absolutely basking in what he is doing here to Casey Navaro in the third of our main events. Navaro trying to get his way back up to his feet, but how long can he even stay on his own feet? As Dunn picks him up, and now his back on the receiving end of a devastating backbreaker by the champion. As the confidence exuding from JT Dunn. During this violent display by him. Another one. He just keeps laying in these brutal shots. Picking him apart piece by piece, making sure that Navaro never has another chance, another opportunity at him or the NEW Live title. Taking his time. Tries to chop, but he misses. Here comes Navaro. He is firing back. He is remaining on his feet as an adrenaline burst has him laying in shots to Dunn, but hold on. Into the rolling cutter. Is that it? It is not. Navaro getting the shoulder up. JT Dunn thought he had him put away, but truly blessed is still in this NEW Live title matchup. And now look at this, mocking this crowd, letting them know that he's in control here in the main event. JT Dunn standing over Navaro here, and you gotta be kidding me with this. Going for a figure four, he has been battering that knee, and not only going for the figure four, but taunting Navaro as he does it. What a gross display by JT Dunn, and what an insult this would be if he could beat Casey Navaro like this. But Navaro gets that bottom rope. Gets over, grabs that bottom rope, and he, JT Dunn, the champion, has to try to figure out another plan because Navaro refuses to stay down. Dunn now with ring control, standing in the center, going back and forth with our official. Wait, hold on! Charges in! Another adrenaline burst here from Navaro, as you can see him favoring that knee. Up and over. His knee stabilized, and there is a German suplex. That adrenaline able to keep him on his feet as he charges in, but not at 100%. reversal, favoring that knee again. Dunn catches him, but it is a spinning face plant by Navaro. But Dunn gets the shoulder up at 2. Casey Navaro wants to go home the champion. He wants to avenge that loss to Dunn the last time they faced off here at the NEW Arena. And he wants to be a champion. And there it is, the knee gave out. It gave out once again. And now Dunn viciously placing Navaro in that corner. Going up top. Casey Navaro is now helpless up there as JT Dunn continues to batter the challenger. Going for a butterfly from up top. If he can hit this, forget about the match. Navaro's career could be done. There's a headbutt to the chin. Dunn is down. This could be an opening for Navaro. He is going up top. Does he have enough strength in the leg? 450 splash! No! And on that landing, you have to think that knee is damaged even more now. But can Casey Navaro push through, persevere, and get one more big shot at JT Dunn? There is a kick with the good leg. No, leg swept out. Now back to that figure 4. Hold on! Almost snuck one in. Dunn once again going for that figure 4, and this could be it. This could be a wrap. It is in the center of the ring. Navaro with nowhere to go. That knee has been overwhelmed this entire contest. And he's trying to swing for the fences to get Dunn off of him. But Navaro with nowhere to go. Trying to get over to that bottom rope. Trying with everything in his body, every fiber of his being. Trying to get over to that bottom rope. But Dunn just keeps clamping it in harder. Navaro could be done. This could be it. He may have, no! He got the bottom rope. He got that bottom rope, and JT Dunn unable to finish the challenger. Navaro favoring that knee. What is on JT Dunn's mind? Where is he going? Where is he going? Oh, what the hell is this? There is absolutely no need for that, and that is not legal. Why is he bringing that chair in the ring? What is this? Is he trying to get himself disqualified? Maybe he knows he can't break the spirit of Navaro, so maybe he'll just take a disqualification at this point. Okay, come on! No! Damn it, no! No, not like this! You gotta be kidding me! Navaro kicks out at 2! His spirit cannot be broken! Navaro will not stay down! JT Dunn cannot believe it! And you can hear this crowd rallying after JT Dunn took a shortcut and it didn't pay off. And now going after that belt again. He is going after it. Navaro down in a heap. But he is still hanging on. The challenger. And JT Dunn throwing the belt aside. What the hell was that? absolute piece of garbage. You piece of trash. What a piece of garbage JT Dunn is. What is on the mind of the champion as he kicks the referee into that turnbuckle? He is snapped. He has lost his mind. And Navaro he's barely conscious at this point. What is he calling for? Oh, come on. Don't do it, JT, come on. No, Navaro, he is trying to stay out of this. Maneuvers out, there's a super kick. He caught him. How about that? Face first on the chair. Has him lined up. Can he do it? Can he do it? Springboard, no, oh God, no, 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 no. Caught him in the tombstone, no. God damn you, JT Dunn, God damn it. This is unbelievable. Somehow, how is the real question? Casey Navaro getting the shoulder up at 2. JT Dunn cannot break the spirit of Casey Navaro. He cannot break him down. And the destiny of Casey Navaro could still be in his hands. Dunn, he got a chair, he hit him with a belt. What else is he gonna do? What else will this lowlife do to hang on to his title? And he's taking that wrist tape off. Navaro with nowhere left to go. Navaro barely conscious. JT Dunn taunting him, saying, get up to your feet. JT Dunn is snapped. Navaro with a slap across the face, trying to get up to his feet. And there is a straight up elbow. But Navaro fighting back. Another shot. The challenger hanging on. There's a forearm back and forth. Both competitors standing tall in the center. Trading shots. It is gut check time. And is the destiny of Casey Navaro about to be fulfilled? No, he got caught. He got caught. No, rolls through, plants the head of Dunn. He planted him head first. Is that it? JT Dunn survives. Spinning back kick by Navaro. The champion hanging on one more time. Going to that second rope. Code Red! And still, somehow, JT Dunn surviving that second rope Code Red from Casey Navaro. Destiny yet to be fulfilled here tonight for either competitor, who will take it into their own hands. Casey Navaro lining him up one more time. And will destiny be fulfilled this time by Truly Blessed? Dunn caught him with the power bomb. And could it be destiny not in the hands of JT Dunn, but straight in that elbow? It's a wrap. No! What? What? Two? Kerr says two. As I cannot believe it, I can't remember the last time somebody kicked out of the death by elbow. KC Navaro refuses to say die. And now JT Dunn, if he snapped before, he has completely lost his mind. Navaro's out. Just might need to stop the match at this point. He can't even get his hands in front of him to defend himself. And now JT Dunn, the only one left standing here, as Navaro has had everything except that kitchen sink thrown at him. As Dunn looking one more time to put him away. But there's the boot. He gets caught. Oh no, no, no! Super kick. Gonna try that razor's edge. In the center of the ring. Hurricane Rana! Hurricane Rana! Here comes Navaro. He's gonna fly. Pops back in. Is this destiny? Has him by the throat. Back and forth with the chops. Death by right hand. He hits it. KC Navaro is your live champion. I don't know how, and frankly, I don't care. KC Navaro persevered. He dug deep. He survived an absolute onslaught. And he is your new Northeast Wrestling Live Champion. Destiny has been fulfilled here at the NEW Arena. And KC Navaro is the live champion. Folks, this is Paul Crockett saying good night and thank you.
You gave me the opportunity to come here to Northeast Wrestling, one of the best independent promotions today, to prove that I have something. And all of y'all welcomed me with open arms and gave me a chance. Just like JC Dunn. And JC knew I only lost here. And it was for that. You gotta give me the respect, man, tonight. I gave you everything I had. I probably reached for my ACL. Who the hell knows? But it was worth it for them. It was worth it for the hard work I put in. But nobody wants to believe in me. You told me to make my own path. You told me to be my own God. You told me to be the guy. And the first time I was ever here, you told me to steal the show. And I did. And I believe tonight we did the same damn thing. JC Dunn,